Okay. There's a lot in this video, so I'm going to try not to sound like a conspiracy theorist nut job and explain to you some of the reasons that I posted this video. So, first of all, if you ask my family, they would say I am a foil hat kind of gal. I've always been leery of 5G and cell towers, Wi-Fi. I know we have to have it for the most part, but every night I shut off our Wi-Fi, put phones on airplane mode. I make sure that or at least I try to minimize screen time. Very hard with the house full of teenagers. So this video, mind programming, MK Ultra, lone wolf shooters due to mind programming, the mRNA and the 2020 injections, AI linking our minds to a database. My goodness. Okay, so first of all, let me tell you why I came across this video. So in my last post, I mentioned that God was going to start giving people revelations in the night. And I've had 3, like bam, bam, bam. And one of them was watch Charlize Theron. And at first I thought, well, okay, watch one of her new movies. Is she going to do something in the public eye, politically? Okay, then I came across this post with her picture on it, and bam, the thought came back to me, watch Charlize Theron. So I watched this video, asked the Lord, is this what you wanted me to watch? And do you want me to share this? I received confirmation. I second guessed. I asked him for a second confirmation. I got it. So that's why I'm posting it. So this whole video reminded me of so many dreams that I had in the past. The first one I'm going to talk about, this was with my mom in her kitchen, and I was upset with her, and I said, why do you always do what they say? First, the injection, I'm just going to say it that way, 2020, and now AI, and that was it. So at the time, this was years ago, nothing much was going on with AI other than the chip in your hand to scan, on barcodes to buy your groceries or something. Nothing really was happening. I mean, that I was even aware of. I'm sure Elon Musk has been doing things with AI for many, many years, but nothing like what was in this video with the whole mind programming. And that just makes you think, mark of the beast. Mark of the beast. They're working their way up to the mark of the beast and how they're going to completely control people through this mind programming that they're doing. So anyway, I'm just going to tell you about some of the dreams. Hopefully this will tie in and make a little sense, and I don't know, I might just sound totally crazy, but so does the Bible even talk about 2020? What happened there? Yes, it most absolutely does. And I will just have you look into pharmakeia and the background of that word and where it is in the Bible and the verse that it's in, and you'll totally see it. I didn't get the verse ready or I would read it to you, but okay. So it's probably good that I wasn't on social media during 2020 because I probably would have really annoyed some people. So when all this was happening with the lockdowns and putting up all the cell towers without people being able to see what was going on because we were all locked down indoors, keeping us separated, keeping us masked, all the crazy things that were going on, it reminded me of the dreams that I was having. So most of them were about zombies. Yes, zombies. I didn't get it. I didn't understand why. I don't watch that kind of TV. So they were vicious, blind, dumb, hungry. We were running from them, always running from them, just like all those movies. But I couldn't figure it out. And now I realize when they do all this to people's minds with what is going to be the mark of the beast, this AI thing they're doing to people's bodies, they will go dumb. They will not be able to use their minds anymore. They will not be able to accept Jesus as their Savior. They will not be able to be saved. And you can read all about it in the Bible, what the mark of the beast ends up doing to your salvation. It's not good. So do you remember when I posted about the dream, or I was asking the Lord, will the rapture happen before or after the fall of Babylon? And he basically told me it will happen before, and he gave me 3 things. The first thing was the rapture. We were all in heaven, shoulder to shoulder. The second thing I heard was in 1 hour, and the scriptures in the Bible talk about in 1 hour a nation will fall. The third thing I said I'm not going to mention because it's going to just confuse people. Well, that third thing was zombies. So I'm guessing after the rapture, the fall of Babylon, the mark of the beast will be implanted. And that will be optional. You will be able to choose. You will have warnings. You will know what you're doing. But that's in order to buy or sell. That's in order to eat. But if you trust the Lord, you don't have to do that. You don't have to worry about it. If you trust in the Lord, He will provide. We don't, oh gosh, I know it's easy to say now, but starve to death. It's your soul we're talking about here. It's eternity. So let me tell you some more dreams. All right. I'm going to talk to you because this video talked about the 2020 disease. You know what I'm talking about. So I realized through dreams that I had that this came out too soon. They weren't ready for it to come out. It was actually meant to kill a lot more people. It was meant to do a lot more damage. And since it came out too soon, wasn't ready, wasn't venomous enough, they're gonna try again. So one of my dreams, and I know when it's from God because, well, in particular, my wedding dreams, I know are from God. This dream, me and my family, friends, we're all getting ready for this wedding. It was beautiful. It was just, you get that feel sometimes in your dreams that things are so perfect, absolutely beautiful and perfect. That was this. We were eating just luxurious food, and there was luxurious clothes all around us we were picking out to wear for this wedding. It was so fun. We were all enjoying ourselves, and then I look over and see a TV, and there's a commercial on. You know that old commercial with Barker and all the basketball players, all the giants, I call them. Shaquille O'Neal, Barker, whatever. But they were talking. They were sitting on their leather couches, and one of them said, "And now it's time for the Beatles." And they meant the band that was coming on to play next was the Beatles. But in the stream, I knew what they really meant was it's time to release the next disease. Bug, beetle, germ, disease. Okay, I just knew in this dream that meant it's ready to be released. It's time for, okay. That was one of them. The next one I had, and these were all within a couple months of each other. The next one, I saw all these bugs climbing out of the ground like cicadas, and I heard, or I just knew, they've been maturing and now they're ready to be released. They were all climbing out of the ground, and that's what I heard. They've been maturing and now they're ready to be released. So that was that one. And then the other one I had, I was in my home. There were all of my family, my immediate family, were very sick and dying. And I knew in this dream that everyone was dying. And I would say in this dream, probably 3 out of 5 people in every household were dying from this next disease that's going to be released. And I find it hard to believe that they would implement something to do with AI during this. I'm sure it will be later on, but still, don't get anything. Don't put anything in your body you can't. Now I'm sounding crazy, I know, but you can't trust these people, these elites that are running the country, the world. Okay? Trust God. He is in charge of your destiny. And if you die, that's up to Him. Leave it to God. Pray. You know, we have to trust God. I know there were some other things I wanted to talk about. So I mentioned pharmakeia and how this is in the Bible that this was going to happen. They would be fooled by pharmakeia, something along those lines. So anyway, I believe that's it. But watch this video. The Lord wanted me to share this. I know He did. These things are happening. We want to believe that our world is safe and everyone loves us and they want what's best for us, but it's not that way, you guys, unfortunately. So I love you. I hope this opens the eyes of some people, this other video I posted, and if not, then not. Okay. God bless.